I am tired of seeing Khabib Nurmagomedov's name on top 5 all-time lists. I'm tired of seeing Khabib Nurmagomedov's name on Mount Rushmore edits. I'm tired of hearing that Khabib is the GOAT. I'm tired of hearing that he's up there with John Jones and Anderson Silva and George St. Pierre and even a Conor McGregor. I believe that a Conor McGregor has a better legacy than Khabib. And Conor's legacy isn't even that great. He had probably a year or two of being on fire, but I still think his legacy overall is better than Khabib's legacy. Khabib's wins are RDA, not better than a Jose Aldo win, not better than an Eddie Alvarez win. Michael Johnson, who is Michael Johnson, he's a great fighter, but in the terms of these greats, he's not really up there. And then he has Edson Barboza, good win. Al Iaquinta, good win. Conor McGregor, good win. But Conor was coming back off a 2-year layoff from fighting Floyd Mayweather, from being drunk, from being on all sorts of things. He wasn't the Conor McGregor that lost to Nate Diaz. He wasn't the Conor McGregor from 2015 and 2016. Then you have Dustin Poirier, who, good win, very solid win. And Justin Gaethje, another solid win. So he's probably got 3 solid wins in his career. He's got the Dustin Poirier title defense, and he's got the Justin Gaethje title defense, and then he's got that early win over RDA. This guy's title reign, compared to a John Jones, compared to guys like George St. Pierre and Anderson Silva and Mighty Mouse, his title reign is very unimpressive. He won the title off of Iaquinta, who I believe he was ranked number 11 at the time, which the circumstances of that fight were insane, so I'm not even blaming Khabib for that. And then he defended against Conor McGregor, who is a striker. Then he defended against Dustin Poirier, who is also a striker, a boxer, who, I mean, he's got a black belt in jiu-jitsu, but he is overall a striker. And then Justin Gaethje, who's also a striker. So arguably his 3 best wins are over strikers. He's not fighting a grappler. Could Khabib have beaten a Charles Oliveira? Could Khabib have beaten a Arman Tsarukyan? Could Khabib even have beaten Islam? Could he have beaten the Volk that fought Islam in February of 2023? I don't know. I don't think so. I believe that Khabib's striking, compared to these other guys, Khabib's striking wasn't very good. I believe that he's got some of the most entertaining grappling. He definitely wasn't a lay and pray type of fighter. He tried to take you out when you were on the ground with him. But I believe that his game was not GOAT level. I believe that he fought certain guys that made him look way better than he actually was. I don't think Khabib would have beaten Arman Tsarukyan. I don't think Khabib could have beaten an Islam Makhachev, prime for prime. I don't think Khabib has the wins to put him in these GOAT discussions. First of all, he's got 3 title defenses. These other guys like John Jones and Silva and GSP and Mighty Mouse, they've gotten at least 5. Even like a guy like Kamaru Usman or a Tyron Woodley, Jose Aldo, Daniel Cormier, a Volkanovski. There's so many guys that are so far ahead of Khabib that are talked about so much less. I believe that Khabib was the most dominant fighter we had ever seen. But you can't just come in, get 3 title defenses, then retire before fighting a bad stylistic matchup for you, and then be called the GOAT. I don't think Khabib is anywhere near a GOAT discussion. Now, is he top 20 all time? Yeah, I think he's top 20 all time. Is he top 10 all time? I don't think so. I don't think Khabib is top 10. I mean, I could probably name Alex Pereira, Jose Aldo, Kamaru Usman, Daniel Cormier, a John Jones, a Volkanovski. That's what, 7 or 8 that I just named? Israel Adesanya. These guys that have over 5 title defenses. And now back to what I said about Conor McGregor having a better overall legacy than Khabib. For what Conor McGregor has done for the sport, raising its popularity, bringing all the eyeballs to the sport, that's one aspect of it. And then the other aspect of it is his performances. Sure, he lost to Nate Diaz. Sure, he didn't have any title defenses, but name me a Khabib fight that ended in 13 seconds. Show me a Khabib performance that is as flawless as UFC 205 Conor. Khabib has never left me shocked in a fight. Sure, he knocked down Conor McGregor, but I believe that Conor just wasn't expecting that. Name me a moment like when Max Holloway knocked out Justin Gaethje. Name me a moment like when Justin Gaethje head kicked Dustin Poirier. Khabib was extremely dominant, but he is not a top 5 GOAT. Show us a performance like when John Jones head kicked Daniel Cormier. Show us a performance of Khabib's where he goes up to 170 and knocks out Kamaru Usman in the first round. Because that's what Daniel Cormier did to Stipe Miocic. These other greats, they have their performances and they have the accolades to back it up. Show me the footage of Khabib landing a flying armbar in a fight, like Mighty Mouse did. Alejandro Pantoja has a better legacy than Khabib does. Merab has a better legacy than Khabib. Khabib was a great, great fighter, but I'm tired of seeing him in the Mount Rushmores. I'm tired of seeing him being argued against John Jones and GSP for the GOAT. Yes, he was extremely dominant. Yes, he had extremely dominant performances, and none of it was really close. Yes, he never bled inside the octagon. But at the same time, 99% of his fights were extremely favorable matchups for him. Let's look at Khabib's first 10 pro fights. His first fight, a guy was 1-0. His second fight, he fought a Magomed Magomedov, 0-4. The next guy he fought, 1-0. The next guy, 2-0. The next guy, 0-0. When Khabib was 4-0, he fought an 0-0 guy. The next guy, 1-0. Next guy, 2-0. Next guy, 2-1. When Khabib was 8-0, he was fighting 5-5 Vitaly Ostrovsky. His next guy, 4-2. Next guy, 13-9. Probably a little bit of a better opponent. Next guy, when Khabib was 11-0, he fought 0-2. Ashot Shahinian. Next guy, 1-1 guy. Next guy was 5-2. When Khabib was 14-0, he fought 0-0 Vadim Sandolitsky. Next guy, right? Finally, he fights a guy 28-22. That was the fight before he came into the UFC. And then he's in the UFC and he's fighting the UFC guys. But even before, how he padded his record against these guys that are 0-2, 0-0, when Khabib's like 11-0. He's fighting 0-0. And as I even look at his record, should this guy even get credit for being 29-0? A lot of these fights in Russia are 2-round fights. They're not even 3-rounders. He's winning by unanimous decision 2 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Round 1 of 2. These are all 2-round fights. Khabib is not fighting 3 rounds. These shouldn't even be. Yeah, Khabib. Maybe he shouldn't even be 29-0. Maybe you know how Michael Morales, they went back and they actually looked at his record and they actually gave him a loss before they took it back. Maybe they should do the same to Khabib. As I end this rant, Khabib was a great fighter, extremely dominant, amazing fighter, but his accolades, his accomplishments do not put him in top 5, even top 10 all time. I believe that Khabib is all time in the 15 to 20 range. I don't believe he's even top 10. If you agree with me, comment below. Please like, please subscribe. If you disagree with me, comment below as well. Thank you for watching.